you've been having some trouble with grip strength, so these exercises will help make daily tasks like holding utensils, fishing equipment, and buttoning your shirt more manageable. We'll go through different tasks that will target different muscles. The goal is to get you to feel more confident and more independent with your daily activities. If you have any questions or feel discomfort at any time, please let me know, okay? The more we practice, the easier it will get, okay? So so I'm gonna explain to you why we're gonna work on your grip strength first rather than your other goals. I do feel like grip strength is the groundwork for all your other therapy goals like reaching, your mobility, and social engagement. When it comes to fishing, you want to think about, you gotta have a steady and you have to have a stable, steady grip on the fishing rod so it doesn't fall. And then even when it comes to your wheelchair control, you gotta be able to grip the wheelchair control so you can move it around. Even with social and outdoor activities, like you was out hanging out with some people and you have a cup, you gotta be able to grip your cup so it doesn't fall. So just achieving those small foundational goals can help us build the confidence to make other therapy goals more achievable, okay? So during the exercise, we're gonna have your right hand, your elbow is gonna be supported on the table the whole time through, okay? And we're gonna use this hand, okay? All right.
Let's get on and see.
Oh. Well, I hope we can find some things that can make you stay up and motivated throughout the session, okay? So we're gonna do some warm-ups, okay? So what I'm gonna have you do is you're gonna use both hands and open and close, okay? So we're gonna just do something like this. So we'll open our hands, and then we'll close our hands, and then we'll close, and then we'll open our hands, and then we'll close our hands.
All right.
Now we're gonna rub our palms together. So try to rub your palms together and try to bring the left hand in more, and let's just rub our palms together, okay? Just keep rubbing, okay? Now we're gonna press our hands together to create that resistance, so we're just gonna clamp our hands in together, okay? And then let's release it, okay? And then let's try it one more time.
I'm sure this is going up.
Well, this is just a warm-up, okay? But I definitely feel like by the end of the session, you'll feel a little bit more confident and feel like it was very helpful, okay?
All right, make my day.
Okay. So I have some therapy putty here. So this is still gonna be part of some warm-ups. So what I'm gonna have you do is just take, so we're gonna do some palm presses, okay? So basically what you're gonna do is you're just gonna take your palm and push down. You don't have to push too hard, just try as much as you can. And this is just gonna help with like having some awareness with your palm.
Who's gonna push down?
Yes, with this right hand, okay? And if you don't have strong awareness of what's in your hand, it's harder to adjust your grip in different tasks. So like if you're holding a cup, you have to have a more steady grip, right? But if you're holding like a little pencil or something like that, you don't have to grip it so securely. So we're just trying to create that awareness with the palm, okay? All right, and then I'm gonna have you do some thumb presses. So we're gonna do some thumb and finger presses. So I want you just to take your fingers and push it into the putty for me, okay? Just like this. And try to do as many as you can. Okay? And this is just giving your nerves and muscles important feedback about pressure and touch. Okay? Just hold this there. And just slow and steady, okay? So that's good. All right, so I'm gonna flip it to the other side and we're gonna do some thumb presses. So we're just gonna push it into with our thumb. So the pad of our thumb and just push. Okay, and you're gonna give me one more. Great. How are you feeling so far? Feel okay? Terrible still? Okay. Okay.
That's pretty much my consistent feeling.
Feeling, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope that, we can get you to feeling a little bit better and, a little bit happier, okay?
I
Okay.
doubt that, but let's do it.
Okay. So we're gonna do a basic squeeze.
Christian Slater.
So we're gonna do a basic squeeze. So you're basically gonna put all the components I just taught you, the thumb press, the finger press, and the palm press.
All right.
So what I want you to do is just take your left, and you can take your left hand, pick the putty up for me and put it into your right palm. Okay. So you're gonna push it into the palm. Okay. So now we got it in the palm. So then I want you to push down all your fingers and your thumb into it and just give it a squeeze. Okay. All right, and release it. Now I want you to give it one more good squeeze for me.
Oh, no, I dropped it. Let
Okay.
me just get that.
So we're just actually gonna just sit on up, or
Oh, man, I'm
just
getting
sit
tired
on-
now.
so let's just sit on up. We're not gonna worry about the putty. I'll get it for you, okay? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this pillow and we're gonna rest. We're gonna take a rest break, okay?
Okay.
So let's just sit on up and I just want you to bring your arm.
Yeah. Maybe good.
And we're just gonna leave that just like
Man's
that.
gotta know its limitations.
I totally understand. Okay, so we're just gonna, make our posture straight up. You're hot. Would you like some water?
No,
No? You sure?
let's go to that side.
Okay, so let's try some deep breathing. Let's try some deep breathing, okay? So we're gonna inhale through our nose and exhale through our mouth. Inhale through our nose and exhale. And so one more time, ready?
Yeah.
And then let's exhale. Okay, so anytime at home that you get dizzy or you feel very tired or fatigued, just try to pace yourself. Don't try to push through the pain or any type of fatigue, okay? Just practice proper breathing. I know when we're trying to do like basic squeezes, sometimes we can try to like hold our breath to squeeze. So just try to, think about those proper breathing techniques and just inhaling and then exhaling, okay? Mainly you want to try to stay exhaling during, basic squeezes or things like that, or when you're gripping. And just keeping your posture very up straight, in an up straight position, just to reduce strain on the shoulder, okay? And just stay hydrated, please, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 2 more activities that's gonna relate to things that you like to do, which I know is fishing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you pinch a piece of putty off of here, okay? And we're actually gonna move this, okay? Are you feeling okay now?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're just gonna keep it on the table, okay? I just want you to pinch, so let's try to, so what I want you to do is try to take your pad of your index and your thumb, and I want you to pull a piece off, okay? We're just pulling a small piece. And I'm just gonna help us here. Okay. That's a good amount, okay. And we'll release it just for me, and I'm just gonna, okay. So this is just gonna mimic like a fishing hook, okay? Like if you was going fishing or maybe like buttoning your shirt, okay? So what we're gonna do is the 3 jaw chuck pinch exercise. So what I want you to do is I want you to try to roll this into a ball, okay? So can you try to roll this into a ball for me? And I want you to use your right hand, okay?
Hey, you kidding me?
So just try to roll it into a ball as much as possible. Okay. So then let's try to stabilize this and so I want you to take your left hand, I want you to stabilize it on the table, okay, and try to get it to stick to the table, and then I want you to use your right hand and try to roll it a little bit more. Can you roll it a little bit more for me? Okay. All right, so then just get it to stick back to the, okay, it's good like that. All right, so now you're gonna use your thumb pad and your index and your middle finger, okay? Well, so you're gonna use your first digit, which is your thumb.
Oh, yeah.
Your index is gonna be your second digit, and then your third digit, the middle finger.
All right.
So what I'm gonna have you do is gently press into it, and you're just gonna make an indent, okay?
All right.
So I want you to like basically look at me, okay? So this is what you're gonna do. So you're gonna do this, and then you're just gonna make an indent.
All
Do
right.
not squeeze too hard, okay? I want you to try that for me, okay? And just hold that for about 5 seconds. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. And then we'll release, and then I want you to try it again for me.
Second.
And yes. And then if you can try to lift it up just a little bit, okay? And then you can sit it back down and release your fingers, okay? So we just basically did it indent, and the reason we just did it indent, I didn't have you push all the way in, just like I said, you know, if you was holding like something small, you wouldn't have to securely grip it. I do feel like, you know, trying things like, just making small and like, instead of securely like gripping it too hard so you don't get out of breath or you become dizzy, but just trying, you know, small little, holds will kind of help with like, Lord Jesus, it will kind of help with, you know,
Grip.
yes, your grip, yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna do a cylinder hold exercise. So this is like we're gonna make a fishing rod, okay? So what I want you to do is you're gonna use your left and your right hand so we don't put too much strain on the right. So what I'm gonna have you do is just roll this out, okay? So I want you to go back and forth. So start rolling with your left, and then you can switch to your right. Okay. And then your left. Okay, and then your right. Okay. So what I'm gonna have you do now is I want you to tell me, what about fishing do you love the most? Is it the thrill of like, the thrill of the catch? Or is it like the peacefulness of the water, or just spending time with like family and friends?
You want me to stop doing this one time?
Yes, I want you to keep doing it. Just keep doing some rolls, okay?
Like right now. What was your question?
Okay, so yes, it's, what do you enjoy about fishing? Is it the thrill of the catch? Is it, like, you know, the
Well,
type
let me
of
tell
fish
you,
you catch, or?
There's two types of people in the world.
Okay,
There's the kind that fish for fun,
okay,
and there's the kind that fish for eating.
Mhm.
I fish for eating.
for eating. So like, do you catch pretty big fish?
I would say so.
Yeah, so that's a nice dinner for you, I'm sure.
Yeah, sometimes I leave one on the ground
Yeah.
up there.
Do you ever go back
Because
for
the
it?
boat-
No?
No. Buzzards gotta eat, same as the worms.
Worms, yeah. Well, yeah, that is true. That's true. As long as you get you one good sized fish and able to take it home and have you a good dinner, I'm sure that's good enough, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So next I'm gonna have you,
Telling you I killed this night.
yeah, so you can stop. So what I'm gonna have you do is, so what I'm gonna have you do is you're gonna take all, your, second to fifth digit, and I want you to wrap it around here and just press slightly in there, okay? Then you're gonna take your thumb and put it on the other side and slightly press it in, okay? And this is just gonna mimic like you picking up a fishing rod or something like that,
Just
okay?
kinda holding it.
Yes, so just do it real lightly, do not press too hard into it. And then you're going to just hold it for about 5 seconds. And if I can have you get your fingers and push, like, do like a press, okay, with all your fingers. Okay, so then 5 seconds, okay? All right, so now I want you to do it again, but we're gonna try to lift it up slightly, okay? And see how long you can hold it for, okay? So let's see how much endurance you have. So we're just gonna do this. We're gonna do the same thing we just did. So I want you to put your thumb on one side, your fingers on the other side,
Okay.
and lift it up for a little bit.
Alright.
And when you give out, we're just gonna see how long you can do it for. Okay. Well, that's good, Earl. You did really great. So let's see. So are you feeling good about everything? Feeling a little bit better?
Actually not feeling too bad, Jerry.
Not too
The
bad?
annoying optimism has gotten to me a little bit.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, it was great to work with you today. You did a really great job, and I can see that your grip is getting very much stronger. And that's gonna make a big difference in like getting you back to doing daily activities that include like gripping or anything else, okay? I do want you to keep practicing these exercises at home. So maybe trying, you know, squeezing a sponge, you know, that may be in your kitchen, or even just holding everyday things like, oh, sorry. Holding everyday things a little bit longer than usual. So like your toothbrush, when you wake up in the morning and brush your teeth, just hold that toothbrush in your arm, in your hand a little bit longer, or the remote control, or a fork when you're eating.
Maybe this one.
Okay, yeah, as long as you're safe. And just outside in the woods. And just, try pinching small objects, things like that. And next time we'll challenge your grip a little bit more, okay? And make it a little bit more challenging. I'm excited to see how much you have grown when I see you next time, and see how much stronger you have became, okay? All right. Yes, it is actually. So I hope you have a great day.